I think as a nation, we need to do something about the abuse that we're getting from eskom. Just last week, they introduced stage 2 load shedding. Next thing, stage 3 load shedding. Stage 4 load shedding, and then they went back to stage 3. Monday, we were expecting to just move from that to stage 2. Suddenly, we are told that we have to be on stage 4 because a sudden problem has occurred there by eskom. They are saying that a sudden tripping of 3 Kendal power station units has forced the implementation of stage 4 load shedding starting at 10 a.m. Like they just come up with these updates an hour before load shedding. But then the real problem is, how on earth does eskom ban 7.7 billion of diesel in 6 months? 7 billion. Who is getting this money? Who is benefiting from this useless thing called eskom? Because at this point, it seems like they don't care about the livelihood of the South Africans. People are losing jobs because of eskom. People's business are just crumbling down because of eskom. And eskom bans 7.7 billion worth of diesel. 6 months. I mean, my look on this is the fact that we have this CEO, a white CEO, who's, according to me, is not even doing anything. Since he came in, we have been told that there is a plan in work. He's trying to come up with a plan to just help eskom recover from the mess of people like Matsela Koko. That's what they're saying. But what they are not telling us is the fact that as much as they're saying that he's trying to improve, there is nothing to show of it. You can't be improving for over a year and we can't see anything. I think the biggest problem here is the color of the skin. They could say a lot about it. Someone like Matsela Koko, they could say whatever they want, but they can never criticize the current CEO, especially about things like spending 7.7 billion on diesel in 6 months. So they can actually praise someone who's doing nothing. And then they can write some people from the history. They can just erase them from the history based on whatever allegation they have in the past. But here we have someone who's showing that they are just useless. Useless at their job. But no one says anything. I'm going to tell you what. eskom brought out this 52-week outlook starting from this year until next year in September. So of this 52, only 2 weeks that we will likely not have load shedding. The rest of the 50 weeks, surely we are going to have load shedding. 50 weeks. It's like the whole year, only 2 weeks you don't have load shedding. How then do we sit here as South African people and think that, well, someday eskom is going to be back to the old one that we know? Someday. ANC is destroying South Africa. And through eskom, they are just surviving and making sure that people are getting rich. I'm still not okay with the fact that billions, 7 billion, can be spent on diesel. So basically, they're just giving us lights while just pumping out this money. I think if South Africa doesn't do anything about the problem that we have, by 2025, we might be a dark country. Something needs to be done. The South African people can't just sit there and look at the mess that is being created. They keep electing these old people who know nothing about running a country. All they know is about competing and speaking about, I fought for freedom, this and that. But what do you know about helping this country get better? Nothing. All they know is about the fact that if you take this to supply chain and then they sign it, next thing you are going to get paid. That's what they know. It's like the story of the Tembisa hospital, where they were spending a lot of money for a mere bucket. Buying buckets for a lot of money, like buying jeans. That's the corruption that we have in South Africa. And nobody's doing anything about it. ANC has been here since 1994. But the rot that they created in this country It will take a long time to help fix. But as for eskom, I think we must just prepare ourselves for a dark country. Because whatever that they are doing, every day they are just trying to fix these same damn power stations. They are tripping, they are fixing them, they are pumping a lot of diesel into it. As a country, we must prepare ourselves for the hunger that is coming upon us. Because people are being defended by the fact that while they're trying to fix this and that, a CEO should not even last a year. If within a year they haven't shown any sign of improvement. And with this guy, it's a long time and he hasn't done anything for us. So as South Africans, we need them to release him. The next part, we need to release the ANC. We don't want to see the ANC as part of the South African politics until they update their madness. Unfortunately, there's no proper person that can take ANC anyway. All of them are old. So we might expect old people to run this country. If we do that, then shame on us too. Because there's nobody young in the ANC who's going to lead that movement. All they care about is money, corruption, tenders. That's the best thing they can do to the country. But again, as South Africans, we can just stay there, sit there and just complain on our computers. But until then, the darkness is coming, guys. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching and tuning into the channel. Until next time. Cheers.